welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. I'm here to do a collective reading for the new moon in Scorpio, which is on Monday, November 13th at 1:27 a.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all doing well. If you are new here and I happen to resonate with you as a reader, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. And to everyone who's returning, thank you so much. Welcome back. I really appreciate y'all. I am not currently open for personal readings, but I will let you all know when I am. And if you are interested, there will be an extended for this reading over on Patreon where we'll go sign by sign, and the pinned link in the comments will be how you find that. As soon as it's available, I'll pin the link in the comments. What else do I want to say? I think that's all I want to say. I really hope that this energy is finding you all in a centered and peaceful space, because there could be some unexpected intensity that finds us now as we move through this Scorpio new moon. Let's talk about it. We might be getting revelations about our true feelings about things, and they might and might be surprised by how we really feel. For example, like breaking through anger or breaking through disappointment and like getting to like the source of some sort of discontent, which might surprise you. It might be different than what you thought it was. You might be upset about something differently, or it might not be upset at all. And you might just be expressing upsetment as like a default reaction. So there's something about like sort of reckoning with the shadow, and how the shadow has been informing choices, and they said opinions and philosophies. So there's something about that here, and like these revelations and this reckoning, there's an energy of instability and chaos around it, and it feels like there's no stage that is exempt from the possibility of sort of like volatility or uprising. So I mean, we all are aware of what's happening in the world, and I feel like as much as this new moon is sort of and the conversations that it's having with other aspects in the sky, like as much as it's potentially chaotic, it's also offering us an opportunity to exercise self-mastery, to really take the opportunity to break down some of the ego distortions that have sort of been blockages or obstacles in our lives, and to really like get in there and break those things down, to push through to a different frequency, and then also to really explore like a compassionate expression of love for ourselves, and love for others, in the face of what could be really uncomfortable truths. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. So uncomfortable truths coming to the forefront, but like, it's also it's like the truths are just dissolving distortion. It's a light, it's an illumination that dissolves distortion, and then at the same time encourages like resolution. Like it encourages like, the completion of that cycle, and then and then like encourages us to welcome in the new birth, or the rebirth, or the new birth, I guess. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is a cycle of like, okay, no more, we're not going to rebirth in the same way. There's a new birth. Maybe I'll put a new birth song in the beginning. I don't know yet. But also I'm getting the energy of like major timeline shifts for people, major timeline shifts, like you will visibly and texturally be having a different experience in the world. Your physical vessel might be changing. You could be, your diet could be changing in some significant way. Your body could be responding to different things, or to some things differently than it has, or could be craving, or you could be I don't know, you could suddenly be waking up 2 hours earlier and wanting to go for a walk, or getting up 2 hours earlier and needing more water, starting drinking water earlier, something like that. The rhythms of your body could be changing right now. And what else do I want to say? Was there anything else? I'm looking at my notes. There's a dissolving of density here. It might be uncomfortable, but let's go ahead and hop into these cards and see what wants to come through for the collective. I really appreciate you all so much for watching me. It does feel like there's some of the things that people will be reckoning with here are very sensitive. So, as always, but especially now, be gentle with each other. Be gentle with yourself. I'm getting to remember that words that words are once you say them, they're out there for longer than you. It's not like you say it and it disappears. The words will linger. So use your words carefully. You don't want to say something that you can't take back. Say something that you can't take back. I don't know. Okay. I don't know who that was for, but just if you find yourself in a situation and you lose your center, or you got to tell somebody like it is. Sometimes it be like that, right? But just be careful that you don't say something that you wish you hadn't said later, because the words are gonna linger. I don't know. Don't hurt somebody's feelings that you care about. Ultimately, at the end of the day. Okay, ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. Water codes. Yes, I'm getting this. DNA activations, new DNA activations, but it has to do with the emotion. It has to do with the emotional body. I don't know. It's giving us new access to. I feel like it's new access to compassion. I just feel this energy of compassion that's sort of taking over, but it feels uncomfortable because it's dissolving density right now, but it's being activated within people, coming out of hiding, embracing who you really are, coming back to this coming back to humanity, this particular collective awakening that's happening right now. Again, uprising, but it's an uprising of the heart space, the heart chakra. That's what's being activated for folks. I don't know, for people right now. People everywhere. That's what's being activated. It's heart chakra. It's a massive heart chakra activation that's happening here. Ooh, that's 3. I'll take them. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. Yeah, some of you might have to or feel compelled to really kind of take the take the training wheels off when it comes to how you are expressing yourself, how you are, like how you are showing up or something. It's like not really like, there's something about like releasing the need to appease in some way and just like taking it off and give it like, either like you can ride the bike or you can't. You know what I mean? It's like it's like it's like you're either in the fast track or you're not like that. But it's just like, you're not going to dumb, like for some of you, you're not going to dumb it down. You're not going to like simplify your message or your expression or whatever, because it's almost like it feels like you might have been like, you could have been like metering your heart space. I don't know the guess how they gave it to me, metering your heart space. You don't have to do that anymore. And I feel like it was like a protection mechanism, but also like, yeah, I think it feels like something like not being, not trusting people to receive you, because, but in the wake of this heart chakra activation, this collective heart chakra activation, like no one can be metering their heart space. Like it's almost like you can protect your heart space, but also like give generously of it. Give generously in this, like at this time, it's safe. It's safe to allow yourself to express from the heart space in a way that you haven't before, because of a fear that it would not be heard, because of a fear that it wouldn't be understood, something like that. But here you have Spirit Fox. Trust in your talents in changing times. Trusting your talents in changing times. That's what I'm talking about. This heart chakra activation is allowing for people for people to hear you differently. For people to hear you differently, the universe responding to you differently. That's what I'm saying. The universe responding to you differently. Your words are going to reverberate. They are going to linger. They are going to be held up in the space, and in this sort of ripple of the time-space continuum. Your words reverberate much differently, and so number one, be careful of how you are expressing, how you are expressing yourself. Again, this is why we're having this the dissolving of the density and the resolving of the distortion. That's why we're here in that energy, so that you can express from the purity of this heart space and allow that to reverberate in that ripple in the space-time continuum. I hope that made sense for someone, because it made so much sense to me. Because then because when we enter into this spring, like when we enter into this new period of growth that comes after the rebirth, we're going to start to see our seeds grow. We're going to start to see the effects of our words, the effects of our heart-based expression. How is that going to be growing? We're going to be sort of seeing that. I guess springtime is going to be really important here. All right, let me go ahead and get in some tarot cards really quick. This is actually very I'm very encouraged. I'm encouraged by this energy, because it feels like look at the sun around this on this fox's coat. It feels like there's a genuine understanding, or genuine collective acceptance that and understanding that this is what's happening now, that the heart chakra is being activated, that across the collective, and it's empowering. It's empowering people to show up in different ways and to trust themselves to be to live fully out of that heart space, because like, you know, there's strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. There's strength in numbers. Look at the work. The Eight of Pentacles is the first card out. This is like, you could like, whatever the work that you do is, it could like, suddenly you could like be adding a new element into your style, or like the tenor or the tone of it could start to sound different. I don't know, they said something about your source material could be shifting. I don't know what that means. Excuse me once again. Your source material could be, I don't know. But like, whatever it is, your work is informed and inspired from a different space here. Wow. Okay. Just hold up right now. You got the Death card. This is Scorpio energy. That is the rebirth. It's the death for the rebirth. It's the full transformation of wow. And then you have the Temperance card. This is again the transformation. These are both cards of transformation. The Temperance is alchemy, turning lead into gold. Turning gold into something else. Hey. But yeah, this is like this is allowing for yourself to show up differently, allowing for it, and understanding that it will have an effect. It will have an effect, and you do it from this balanced space. I really feel like, thank you. I really feel like collectively we are sort of meeting this moment from such a different energy than we have met it in the past, because this is not a new thing that's happening in the world, in the collective around the world. This is not a new thing that's happening, but the sound of the response is different. It's reverberating differently in this ripple in the space-time continuum. So we have to be like, we have to unleash it, completely allow ourselves to go there. You're gonna notice, you're going to be inspired differently too. And you're like, all of a sudden it could be like, you have an idea that you want to, like, it's like some of you could be going into nonprofit work, or like, starting your own nonprofit is what I'm getting. Yeah, well, some of you, yeah, okay. Some of you could be starting your own nonprofit of some sort. But others of you, it's almost like the text or the texture. I don't know if it's like the words that you're using and choosing, or like the texture of the thing that you are presenting. Somehow the texture of it has changed. The texture of it has changed. As a response to this new vibration. Yeah, that is released from fear here. You know who can save you from your fear is you. Like, you can, like, this Eight of Swords is like baiting your own head. It's like being a victim. This is victim mentality. How are we ever going to get out of this situation? But like, if you take a look here, it's like those ropes are loose, right? She can shimmy on out of here. Her hands are not tied up. Her hands are not tied up. She could take that blindfold off. She could see it. And we've got this in the reverse here for us. The blindfold is off. The shimmy has been she done already shimmied out the rope. We done already shimmied out the rope is what it is. And now it's time, now that we're free from here, tore down the cage. The mental cage for some, physical cages for others. They're like, that's what's happening. Cages are collapsing. It's what it looks like. And it's hard. It's hard and it's ugly, but it leads to this transformation. It leads for it leads to the alchemy of the new experience. And I'm getting emotional because it is so difficult. But if we can trust ourselves, trust each other, and trust God to move us through this moment, I feel like we're on to something, you know? We're on to something that's really beautiful and really good and really healing for all of us. What is this? The Five of Swords in the reverse. Thank you. We got the Five of Swords in the reverse. We got the Two of Wands in the reverse. It's not a crossroads here. This is not a crossroads here. It's almost like there's only one way to go, right? And that's away from the thing that has been hurting us for so long, away from the thing that has been keeping our heart keeping our hearts perforated, keeping our hearts perforated. The manipulation, the mind games, the gaslighting, all of those things that have kept our hearts perforated. It's like the only way forward is away from those. It's no longer a choice like, do I want to hang out here in this space that has been like stabbing me in the heart? Or it's like, do I want to move in this direction where I allow for the full expression of my like heart light energy in the world? I allow myself to be changed, allow my heart to be changed, to be healed, to be transformed by releasing myself from the fear. That's the only way. The release of that is the only way. Anything else before I wrap this up? Woo! That's too many cards, but just a couple. Ooh, anything else? Thank you. So happy to see it. So happy to see it. So happy to see it. Seven of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Dispel the confusion, the illusion, the illusion of like all the false choices, the false options. Thank you. All the false options, like, oh, it might be this way, it might be that way, we could do this. It's like the only way is to align with the energy of love. And to separate from separate from anything that perforates your heart. And look at what's right under this card, y'all, the Ace of Cups. Separate from anything that's been perforating your heart and not allowing you to be in the full expression. I don't care whether this is I'm talking about globally. I'm talking about like past life energy. I'm talking about something in your home, something in your family. I don't care. Like whatever it is that's been perforating your heart and keeping you from the fullest expression of your heart light, of your love. It's like there's a separation from it is necessary. Separation from it is necessary. Wheel of Fortune. It's divine timing with the Hierophant. Wowie zowie. like the hand of God is all over this. Touching hearts. I'm getting the energy of like this light coming into heart, like each individual heart, but it's happening so fast. It's happening so fast and people are in a space to allow it. Ready for the old cycle to end. Ready for the new beginning. Ready for the shape of the new world. To create it in a way that feels nourishing. And then a way that like is like in accordance with the Most High here with this Hierophant card. New rules. Okay, let's get a mystical shaman to wrap it up. All right. Okay, well, we'll take it. It came out fast. It's flow. Getting into the flow of this new, it's like a ripple that's becoming a wave very quickly. It's a ripple that's becoming a wave very quickly. And I think unexpectedly, right, because this is an energy of like the unexpected here, especially with the conversation that this new moon is having with Uranus in the sky. This is an energy of unexpected things happening, I think, unexpectedly to a lot of people. Many are open and available to catch this ripple and create this wave, this ripple, this heart chakra activation that's available within this ripple. About to get into flow. Okay, let's read it. Okay, it says, there is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth and then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around obstacles and remind you of the sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling up creativity from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. Don't push against the river or swim upstream right now. You can trust that when the time is right, your dreams will begin to take shape and you will be invited to dance with destiny. Right now, however, you must relax. This is not the time to bang on doors that refuse to open. Whatever obstacle is in front of you right now, trust that this is for the highest good. It is an opportunity to regroup and reconsider your choices, and you must trust that your intentions will take form in good time. Consider this time a gift. Listen, divine timing is certainly at work. Be honing your talents, be opening yourself up to this heart chakra activation. Like, if you if you're watching this, you understand what I'm talking. If you made it this far, you definitely understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, drop me some stars in the comments, whatever you want. Just put me something in the comments because I really enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. This reading gave me a lot of hope. And if you want to join us over on Patreon, where we're going to go sign by sign again, as soon as it's available, the link will be in the pinned comment. If this is where we leave things, please know that I am sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye.